Hey guys, KingAssuan here and welcome to another video. So in the previous video we were excited to get into the woodcutting guild. We were excited that we finally got the rune axe, but there's one thing we didn't talk about. What are we gonna do in the woodcutting guild? There's a lot of trees, all kinds of trees in here, magics, yews, redwood trees, maples, oaks, and regular trees. There's also the shrine over here that you can use with your gothics to get some XP and some rewards, right? The black chicken suit, as we all know. Well, you don't need to worry about any of that, especially, or I don't need to worry about any of that, right? So the main focus that I'm gonna be hitting on today is whether or not I'm gonna be woodcutting here and what types of trees am I gonna cut. Well, I'm thinking about cutting yews all the way up to 99 because I also need the fire making XP, right? But then there's also the possibility of cutting willows. Well, I need to figure out what's the best method and XP rate that's going to be more beneficial for me and the specific situation that I have. In this video, we're going to be focusing on what will be the best method to get 99, and pretty much is a quick tip. I won't call it a guide to 99 fire making and woodcutting, but it is the way I will do it, and this is where I'll spend most of my time for the next couple of weeks until I get 99 woodcutting. I'm not gonna go anywhere until I achieve 99 woodcutting and 99 fire making. Everything that I've done thus far is gonna get you into the woodcutting guild. Once you're here, remember you get a +7 bonus, right, when you're cutting in the guild. So watch how fast I am gonna work on my woodcutting and fire making at the same time. Say you just finished cutting the tree like I did, right? All you're gonna do is gonna go come and talk to this guy just to get to that spot. $70 fire making and $70 wood cutting. Okay guys, so let me hit you with a couple of disclaimers, right? So this is the average that I found from recording about 20 to 30 trips, right? It was like 25 or something like that. So I did a couple of trips, recorded them, tracked them, and that's where I got the averages. Now, this is also limited to only counting 25 out of the 28 slots that I have to carry wood and burn it, right? Lastly, this is using a rune axe. There's better axes, but this is what I am limited to. 25 slots, 70 wood cutting, and a rune axe only. So keep that disclaimer in mind when you're working on these averages. It could be better if you have the ability to bank instead of fire make, and to have the 28 slots instead of 25, and if you're using something better than a rune axe. So that's the disclaimers that I want to throw out there just so that you guys know where I'm getting these numbers and how I'm achieving to getting these averages. You're seeing where you're gonna finish? You're gonna finish right in front of the other tree and just start wood cutting it. This is a good place to fire make. You start over there, come over here, right in front of another tree, and here we go. We're gonna start a timer, and now. So whenever you're skilling, there's always that thought that you have if the method that you're doing is actually the fastest method, you know. But there's also, hey, am I doing this just for the XP, or am I doing it for the money as well, right? To make some profit. Well, in my case, I can't do the profit because I can't bank and I can't sell the logs. So I'm going to base it off what's more beneficial to me, right? And I need to fire make. And as you can see, I did a couple of runs with willows to figure out what's the XP rate comparing it to yeast. Well, on average, I will get 1.5k more XP cutting down willows, but I'm losing the 5k XP for fire making. So what does that mean? That means that I'm not going to be doing willows because it's going to require more attention, more click intensive, more attention intensive, and I like to AFK. So Therefore, I'm going to stick to the ye logs, and I'm going to be cutting them all the way to 99 wood cutting and 99 fire making. Less intensive, it requires less clicking, and the fire making only takes an extra minute. You're right there, right by the entrance, and if you compare it to willows, there is no quick access to a fire making row. You would have to walk all the way to the front, and you would have to go all the way around. Now, if you're comparing it to the ye logs, you're right there. You talk to the guy, you start burning your logs, and you're good. Less clicking, less attention required, and it's beneficial for me as opposed to willows. So whenever you're skilling, take those things into consideration. Don't just go off a guide and see what they're telling you on the guide. Actually apply it to yourself. Compare it, use an average of like 10, 20 trips, which should take about an hour. And then you were going to make that decision for yourself if what you're doing is beneficial in the long run or is it hindering, and you find a better way. But most of the guides that you're going to find out there, they're not going to be for your specific situation unless they're specifying that, hey, the requirements are such, and if you want to do this, this is how much you will get. Well, mine are totally different because I'm an Ironman and I can't bank. So that's where I'm at. I'm not gonna do willows. I'm gonna do this all the way up to 99 fire making. Now another thing that I was considering is going to the teak trees. Well, if I remember correctly, in the area there's a couple of birds that may attack you and other things, and I'm a level 3 and I don't want to die. So therefore I won't be doing that. I'm going to stick to the woodcutting guild. It's going to take me a little longer to get there, but it's a lot easier for me because there's the AFK aspect that I like. Is only 3 trees close to each other. You got 2 in the back. But more than anything, all you got to do is just click on that guy and you have a big row of fire making, and as soon as you're done fire making, you're right in front of another tree. So there you go, guys. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that the information I provided you with can benefit you in some way, somehow. So take that as you may, and keep in mind the disclaimers that I made and the limitations that I have. And this is where we're going to end the video. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave me a comment. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed yet. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.